Alright, so I'm starting this video off quite randomly, but it's all gonna make sense in a minute. I did recently just buy a car and it's currently on its way here. They should be here in about no later than like 20 to 30 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and meet the man outside and pick up my new car. I'm currently standing outside waiting for the man to come and drop off the car. He probably has like another 15 minutes to getting here, but I don't want to miss it. So me and my mom are just waiting out here, waiting for him to get here. So whenever he comes, you guys will see. Getting it off the truck, y'all. He getting it off the truck. He's here. Hey, he's here. Lock it, yeah. Back it up, back it up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Be safe. Thank you. Be safe. On your father. Y'all, we got a vehicle in the house. It's so pretty. I got keys, y'all. Oh, I got keys. We in the vehicle, y'all. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I got a full tank of gas. Who want to get picked up?
I want to get picked up.
All right, I'm on the way. Like, I'm on the way. Yeah. The first place I'm going is the gym. I haven't been in the gym in a month. All right, y'all, we testing the speakers.
What's the first song you got to play?
You gonna hear it.
Oh, Stiletto!
That's crazy.
You say.
She got the world in her hands. She make it twirl when she dance.
So as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, I did purchase a new car. I did purchase a 2023 Nissan Sentra SV. I did get it used and I got it off of Carvana. The process was super easy and I'll go into that process in a little bit. I wanted to give you guys a car tour and just a little bit of an update. So let's go ahead and get into it. This is what the outside of it looks like. It does look a little bit lighter on camera than it is actually in person. It's more like a charcoal gray, but this is what the outside looks like on both sides. Nothing too fancy on the outside to show you guys, but this is what it looks like. I don't have my windows tinted yet, so I am in a fishbowl, but that is coming soon. This is the inside. It does have peanut butter inside, or peanut butter guts as some people would like to say. This is what it looks like, and I think it's so cute, and I just think it's so classy. So first things first, obviously we have the window movers left and right. We have the locks for the window and then the locks for the doors, obviously. And then here, I'm not gonna bore you guys too much with these details because I don't know too much about cars either. So we have our trunk opener right here, and then down here, I don't know why this is all the way down here. Normally with cars, they're like right here, but this is the gas pump, so you just pull it back and it opens. This is what the steering wheel looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the car on so that you guys can see like everything on the dashboard. And we do have a push to start. It also does have a remote start as well. So I did get it used. As you can tell, there is 18,000 miles on this car. When I got the car about 2 weeks ago, it was on like 17,900, 800 miles. But pretty much this car is brand new. There's no scratches. There's nothing on it. The person who had it prior didn't really use it. So for it to be a 2023 and only have 17,000 miles on it, the person before me probably just didn't like it. I don't know. We do have blind spot sound, forward sound, and lane sound. Whenever you're switching lanes and you don't have your signal on, it does make a sound. So that's what that lane sound is. Whenever you're too close to someone's car, and then the blind spot obviously when someone's right next to you and you're trying to switch lanes, it'll make a sound as well. So that's that. The next screen that we have, which is what I was telling you guys about, some cool features that this does have, because I got my car used and just the way that Carvana works. They service it at Carvana, so they do like the oil change and everything. This little sticker tells you when the next oil change is due. This one said the next change was due at 12,000 miles. When I got my car, it was at 17,000 miles, so it seemed like it was pretty overdue for an oil change. I had to call them to like make sure like nothing was due, but they already did the oil change and everything. But the reason why I say that is because if you scroll down to the second page and you click on maintenance, if you go to oil control system, it'll tell you how much miles you have until your next oil change, which I thought was really cool because I never knew a car could or would do that. I do need to get an oil change pretty soon, but that's okay. I'm just glad that the car has this because I would have had no clue when to get my next oil change. Also tells you the other stuff. This is when you can set the miles, but they already did that for me. And then we also have the tires as well when you need to rotate your tires. But yeah, you can set your clock and everything. I already did all those settings, and then you have like the driver assistant, all that stuff. The car already came to me with all of these on, so I don't need to worry too much about this. The next thing on here just shows you your mile per hour, how much mileage you're doing per trip, and then the tire pressure. And then you also have your Bluetooth, and I'll show you guys this sound in a second because we're going to go over to the middle console. All right, so switching to the middle console, obviously we have our radio station center console thing going on here. This car does come with Bluetooth audio. As you can see, we have Bluetooth audio here. We just have the regular AM and FM, but then it also does come with CarPlay. The only thing about this car is that the CarPlay does come wired. So right here we do have the USB-C and then the USB. I do have to get a wire for my car to make Apple CarPlay pop up. I didn't know prior to that this car was wired CarPlay. I thought it was wireless, but I mean either way it doesn't matter. I can just put a charger here. We do have CarPlay, and then when you have like your phone list and everything, I just want to go ahead and connect the audio to show you guys the sound.
Oh my god, Josh, can I try on your glasses?
And that's not even the loudest it goes. This is only on 28 and it goes all the way to 40. Then my phone, it's not even all the way turned up on my phone, so it goes a lot louder than that. And then also one thing, if you are a music person, if you go to settings and then you go to sound, if you scroll down, there's this thing called bass enhancer. If you turn that on, the bass gets so loud. If you're a music person and you like that, you can go ahead and turn that on, but I only turn that on for like specific songs. I don't know what song I was listening to, but I was listening to a song that had like really loud bass, and this made my ears hurt, so I had to turn it off. But if you're a sound person, you have all these things to play with, and then I'm gonna turn this off because I don't need it on. But down here we just have our basic AC and heating vents. This little thing right here opens and closes, so if you turn it to the right it closes and no air comes out, and then if you turn it back to the left the air comes out, and then it does move pretty much in a 360. And then down here is just what controls our heat and our AC. But these three buttons right here are our heated seats and steering wheel. So if you turn this on, it does have two settings, like the very hot setting and then, you know, the light setting. These two are for the front passenger and front driver seat. The heated steering wheel, I also like that it comes with a heated steering wheel. My mom's car didn't have that, and my brother's car doesn't have that. It only stays on for like anywhere between like 15 and 30 minutes so that the car doesn't overheat, so it just automatically turns off on its own. If you do want the Nissan Sentra and you get the premium package, you will get heated seats and a heated steering wheel. And then we just have our pin drill, as you guys know. If you know, you know.
Are you familiar with the gear shift?
You mean the Prindle?
The what?
The Prindle.
Are you referring to the shift lever that says PRNDL?
It does come with a sport mode, so when you're in drive and you click this little button here, it'll show up here. So when you click that little button right there, like that, it's gonna turn on S, and then you're going to be in sport mode. We do have two cup holders. They are pretty spacious. I haven't tried putting like a Yachty or a Stanley or anything in here, so I don't really know how those fit in here yet, but I'm pretty sure a Stanley or Yachty will fit in here. So if you're a water bottle girly, I think it'll fit. I'm not, so I really don't know. We do have a very deep center console, not too much to go in there. And then up here we have just like a sunglass holder right there, and then over here we do have our lights, and then at the top here we do have our sunroof. It was a non-negotiable for me to get a sunroof. I don't know why, because I really don't use a sunroof pretty much at all, but it does open all the way up. On a sunny day it's just nice to have. And then we just have our very spacious back seat. We do have a 3-seater in the back, and then the center console for cup holders as well. It just looks like this, 2 cup holders, and then it folds back up. And then last but not least, we do have the trunk. Don't mind the stuff that's in here. I didn't even know this was in here prior to filming, but this is my sister's baby's stroller, so if you need a good sense of how big the trunk is, I feel like this will help. I just have my gym bag and everything in here, and then it's my sister's package, but it is really spacious back here, so if you have a lot of stuff, this trunk is good for you. So that is pretty much everything for the car tour. I didn't want to go like too in-depth because I mean there's really not that much I can tell you guys about the car other than it drives. Honestly, I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of the car. I don't think I missed anything, but if you guys do have questions, just let me know. I'm glad to answer them. I do just want to talk a little bit about the process, because I know some people aren't always going to be able to get a new car, which for me, it didn't really make sense just because it's my first car. A lot of the new cars now are just very, very expensive, and I didn't want to go over a certain price just because it did make sense. I did get my car through Carvana, if I haven't said it already. My car is used. It is a 2023. It came with 900 miles when I first got it, and now it's on 18,000 miles. With Carvana, it's super easy. There's not even much that I can really say. You literally just go on Carvana.com. You literally look for the car that you're looking for. If they have it, they have it. If they don't, they don't. Not all the cars on Carvana are used. There are some new ones that come in pretty much daily. You can filter it down to the mileage, the color, the interior, the exterior, all that stuff. You literally just put in your information. You get pre-qualified. It says pre-qualified, but the pre-qualification is actually what you're qualified for. If you like your terms and everything, you just go through with it. You literally hit purchase, you schedule your delivery, and then you have your car. They do update you on delivery day, which is what I really liked. Someone called me 45 minutes, an hour before he came to drop off the car. They were like, hey, like I'm 45 minutes to an hour away. I should be there no later than so and so. But yeah, the process was super easy. I loved my experience. I know maybe some people have a bad experience with Carvana. I haven't. So you also do get a 7-day free trial, 7-day warranty, that if you don't like the car, or you don't like, you know, if there's issues with the car, that you can return it, and you can actually return it twice. So if you get one car and you don't like it, you can return it. If you get another car you don't like it, you can return it. But that third car that you get, you just have to keep the car. You know, just pick wisely when you're coming to Carvana, especially because you can't like test drive anything from Carvana until after you get it. So you know, just do a lot of research before you end up actually purchasing a car off Carvana, just because there's no test driving, there's no seeing it except the pictures that they post on the website, and then they give you like details on like what's wrong with the car, if there's scratches or anything like that. So I would just say do your research, but I had a really good experience with Carvana. So I have been pretty absent from YouTube, and there's so many reasons for that. Like, I know I say it every single time I post a new video, like, hey, I'm coming back, like this is what happened, but so when I tell y'all, truly, there's something always going on behind this camera. You guys wouldn't even begin to imagine what I've been through the last 2 years. But just with the car itself, my mom did have her Toyota Camry, like I was saying. It's that car with the black interior that you guys used to see me drive around. I think it's been like a year and some change since I've driven that car. Sometime last year, I believe it was like April of last year of 2025, that my mom did have to sell her car, which was so devastating because like she was almost done paying off that car, but unfortunately we did have to sell it. So we only had my brother's car that we used to get around, and that car, that car is something. My brother drives a 2011 like Chevy Cruze, Chevy something. It's just a very, very old car. It's, you know, 15 years old at this point, and it breaks down like every other day, every 3 days. Like, it's broken down at least once a week, which, you know, I'm blessed to even say that I had a car to get around the last year and a half since we sold my mom's car. But it has been a little bit of a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. It was my brother's car, so we did have to kind of work around his schedule and like the things that he was doing, which was perfectly fine. It was his car. Also, not to mention, we've gotten pulled over so many times in his car as well. He has 5% tint and expired tags, so you can only imagine how that went. I got pulled over once, my sister got pulled over twice, and my mom got pulled over 3 times, all for the tints and the expired tags. So you can imagine why I needed my own car. But because I had YouTube and, you know, I'm also an adult now, so like there's things that I want to do, but I simply couldn't because my brother's car either didn't work or, you know, I just had to work around his plans. Now I do have my own car, my own beautiful Nissan, and I just literally couldn't be more grateful. When I got the car, I went for my own drive and I literally just started bawling. Like, I just started thanking God, because there's literally no reason. Like, I can't even really go into depth about a lot of stuff, but just like what's gone on behind the scenes and just, you know, why I have this car and just how I got the car and just everything. It's just a blessing, and I'm not gonna start crying because I've already done my crying and my celebration and everything, but it's literally such a blessing to now just be able to get up and go, just do what I want. I can literally only thank God for having this car. There's no other reason why I have this car. There's no other reason why I'm approved for this car. This is all glory to God. Like, that's literally all I can say is thank you, God. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys a rundown, a backstory and everything on the car situation and why I've been absent from YouTube. I'm not gonna promise you guys weekly vlogs because then I would be lying to you guys, but I am going to promise consistency and just posting, because I really do love posting on YouTube. It's just such a form of freedom. It allows me to just do things, step out of my comfort zones. So there's no excuses now that I have my car, so you guys can expect consistent content, okay? And my birthday is also coming up in like 3 weeks, so I do have some videos planned already. Stay tuned for that. Anyways, I just wanted to hop on here and just give you guys a rundown and everything on what's been going on in my new car. If you stayed all the way until the end, I love you so much and thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, because there are a lot of new people here and we're almost at 1K subscribers. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys very soon in my next and upcoming video. I love you so much. Bye!